else are doing.
So there's a level of difficulty here, and an excellent performance thus far for Mills. Now the dismount.
Nice time. Double back. To the lowest level of excellent routine.
Boy, if she'd have stuck that landing, Mary Lou, we were looking at something around a 9-9.
We're looking close to perfection on that particular routine. One gainer layout.
On the left foot.
And now she's going to do it on the right foot. That takes a combination of strength, coordination, and depth.
What happened on the dismount?
I thought she looked a little excited. She pulled it a little bit too far. She wanted to stick it too much. She landed with her legs just a little bit too straight.
2 steps, that cost 0.2 of a point. And now the surprise. In fact, he's taken over Brandy Johnson's spot. Here's Shelley Stack. She has a wonderful innocence about her. 15 years old, only 74 pounds.
Did a nice high reverse head. Shelley is so small that she can swing in between the bars without even having a body break.
Nice lines.
Yes, she does. Something she's had to work on. Shelley used to have bad form. Nice. Stuck that landing cold.
Look at that face. Shelley Stack. The only person I've seen this week in Houston smaller than you, Mary Lou.
And that she is, and I'm proud of that. She swings bars so nicely. For as little as she is, she does show a nice long line. Giant swing with a full pirouette. To another giant for a dismount. A very high, tipped out double back flyaway.
Shelley Stack, look at those big brown eyes, and a 9.90 for Shelley Stack. She's already in 5th place, and with one event to go, this young lady may just join Phoebe Mills as the talk from Houston as they go to the Olympic trials in Salt Lake City. And Phoebe Mills with a 9.80, and if you consider 2/10 off her 2 steps on the dismount, that was as close to a perfect beam routine as you'll want to see.
She did that with close to perfection. It was the 2 steps on the dismount. Up from that, she was perfectly solid.
We'll return with more of the McDonald's U.S. Gymnastics Championship after the prelude to the Olympic Games. Let's go back 4 years. 1984, a glorious gymnastics year in the Olympics for the United States. But prior to that, at the U.S. Championships, how did our 2 colleagues feel? Here's Bart Conner and Mary Lou Retton.
Mary Lou, looking towards this 1988 Olympic team, let's look back to 1984 and try and draw a parallel to where we were at this stage just prior to the Olympic Games. In my case, I was a complete mess. Back in the fall, I had torn my biceps just 5 months before this meet. I went into this competition, and halfway through, I landed on my head on floor exercise, and I had to scratch from the meet because I didn't want to carry a bad score in this competition to the final trials. I petitioned to the final trials and then counted 100% of my score at the final trials, and I just squeaked on to make the 6th place spot on the team. Now, in your case, it was a completely different ball game, wasn't it? You were really right on your game.
I certainly was. 1984, I was right on my peak. I was right on the roll. 1983, I was just in there. I wasn't where I really wanted to be, but I think I burst onto the scene and peaked just at the right time in 84 at the USA Championships. And then I think I carried that momentum on into the trials and through the Olympics.
So in a way, Mary Lou, if you could draw a parallel to the 84 team to the 88 team, you were sort of the Phoebe Mills, and I was the Tim Daggett.
To the music from Cat. And Kelly Garrison Steeves concurrently on the beam, her strongest event.
Kelly is a beamer. Double back layout somersault.
There's 4 events going at the same time, and this is exactly the experience the fan has. Here are 2 women in their best event, and they're both at the same time, so you have to split your vision.
Hope favorite event is floor. So she is feeling very comfortable, very good. Kelly, on the other hand, is a very treacherous event.
score a perfect 10 in the NCAA competition earlier this year as she won the national title, collegiate title.
Nice cartwheel layout. Step out. Kelly's one of those gymnasts that does every trick in the book. Very coordinated on the beam. Hope is going to be trying to finish with a full end-back somersault. Nice ending.
And a wonderful dismount for Kelly Garrison-Steeves. Double your pleasure. Hope Spivey and Kelly Garrison-Steeves on their best event, both performing magnificently.
Hope, for as small as she is, can get up there. Nice round off that handspring. High, full in-back somersault. Look at the body position she is when she lands at the end of a routine. That shows what kind of shape she's in, the endurance that she has. To be able to finish that strong.
Hope Spivey. That music from Cat seems so perfect for her. She's a feline in nature, and Kelly Garrison-Steeves, the veteran of 13 years competition, 9.90. Outstanding for Garrison-Steeves. That won't hurt her. She's in the runner-up position, and Hope Spivey will give you her score after we once again examine her dismount.
She nails this landing. Solid.
To complete that 9.90, and Hope Spivey, she's smiling as well because she scores a 9.80. 9.80 for Spivey after dropping out of first place to fourth. That's an outstanding number for her. After the compulsories, she was in 7th place. She's moved up to 3rd after her first 2 optional events, and now the balance beam for Rhonda Fain.
Rhonda is very consistent on balancing. Always performs a solid routine. She'll start out with a flip-flop, back layout. Oh.
Now the hands to the beam, how is that different from falling off?
It's just the same. When you touch the beam like that and she had to hold on and grab the fight to stay on, that's 5-10.
Now, she had hopes of something near perfect, but she'll not be close to 9.95 now.
But Rhonda is a competitor. She can shake that off and finish with a strong routine. She's not the type of gymnast that it bothers her. Continue. It's still very fluid. Nice aerial walkover.
Being as tall as she is, 5'5", is that a disadvantage on the beam?
I don't think so. Looks better on balance beam to have a tall, elegant-looking gymnast rather than a shorter one. And she's got the bigger body to deal with. Nice round up double back with not top and front. I think she's a little bit disappointed with that routine.
Rhonda Fain, she collects spoons. She says she has almost 50 now, and her favorite's from Holland because that's where she did best, 19th in the World Championships in Rotterdam.
She did the layout. You can see the left arm went across her body. Caused her to lose balance. But she got it together. She got her focus. Nice high double back somersault with a little hop on the ending. Got one more event. Rhonda's strong enough that she can recover and perform a very nice score.
After the 3rd rotation, 1 to go. Phoebe Mills in the lead. Kelly Garrison-Steeves second. Hope Spivey third. Shelley Stack the surprising 4th. Rhonda Fain 5th. Then Stacy Gunthorpe 6th, and Christy Phillips